Well, folks, the stock market is starting to slip, and let me be honest with you guys, it is getting ugly. We're gonna break down these charts in this video, go over stocks, what I'm looking to do. You guys know the drill, so if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 17 stocks from Moomoo. Time is running out on that, guys. Use that link down below. Open up an account. You get 1 free share of stock. Deposit at least $100. You get 6 more free shares, and if you deposit at least $1,000, you get another 10 stocks, totaling 17 free stocks. All the details are down below, guys. And full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. It does help out the channel. And with that being said, let's dive into it, because again, we are not looking pretty right now. Markets are selling off all across the board. We have the Russell down 0.2%, same with the S&P and the Dow, and we have the Nasdaq leading the losses down 0.6 as the VIX is up over 3%. So what stands out to me right off the bat here, guys, on the, what is this, the 30-minute chart on SPY, is the fact that we took out the lows from yesterday, and yesterday we took out the lows from the previous day. You guys can see it right here. Yesterday we hit roughly, where was it, 390 on the intraday low. Let me see here on the 5-day chart. That'll give us a better picture. Yeah, look at that. Yesterday we hit 390, and today in the pre-market, guess what? We hit under 390. We hit 389, and now we're at about what, 392.50, which, mind you guys, even though we're seeing a relief rally right now, we're still under the closing price from yesterday. SPY closed at about, where did it close yesterday? Roughly 393.15. Yeah, we're still under that point. And again, we took the lows out this morning. So to me, guys, that goes to show bears are still in charge over the past, at least if we're looking at the past couple of days here, right? Because again, we're hitting these lower lows and we're making lower highs. If you guys take a look here, clear lower highs are being made on this 5-day, 5-minute chart. Not only on SPY, but I'm assuming these are being made on Triple Q as well. Yeah, look at that. 315 2 days ago. Yesterday, we peaked at about 313.14, and today in the pre-market we hit about 311, 312, got rejected. We're making these lower highs, and we're also now about to test the lows from yesterday on Triple Q, which those lows are right around 307. Now we're at 308. I'm telling you guys, if we take that 307 low out, we take the low out from 2 days ago as well, being 305, this low right here, that's not going to be good at all for the bulls. Not at all, guys. And if we go back to SPY here, let me show you what I'm seeing on the 4-hour. You guys probably know if you've been watching the YouTube channel here, we have been calling out this downwards channel on SPY. And right now, well, it is still intact. Clear as day, guys. It is still intact. You guys see what's going on here, right? Lower high, lower high, lower high. Now we're starting to break out, or break under rather, this uptrending trend line that I drew out yesterday, which again, we just talked about a second ago, how we just took the lows out from yesterday. That's not a good sign for the bulls. So if this starts to fall back under 390, which right now we're at 392.50, if we start falling back under 390, guys, this could really start to slip down towards the lows from a couple weeks ago, being about, really just 10 days ago, being about 380 to about 385 bucks. So SPY's not looking the best right now, guys. It's looking pretty bearish in my opinion, at least the way I'm looking at it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And Triple Q, guys, pretty much the same thing, right? Well, it's a little bit different. If we pull the 4-hour up, you guys are going to see we're still above the moving averages, which is great, but we are struggling under this resistance, 315, 312. Really, the resistance is right around 312, which you guys can see. That is where we triple topped back in February. So the fact that we broke out of that momentarily, that was great, but now we're back under it. That's not the best sign. We're actually going right back down to test these moving averages now, which who knows? Maybe the bulls want to see another rally in this thing. We'll see if they come in and buy this up, buy the moving averages. Time will tell, guys, but right now, clear as day, we're getting rejected by 312. And let me actually say this, guys, Triple Q looks way more bullish than SPY does. SPY, it's in that downwards channel, which is not bullish at all. And again, we talked about how there could be more downside there. And there could be more downside on Triple Q as well, but right now it is holding above, again, these moving averages, and we still have a golden cross here on the 4-hour, which we do not have anything near that on SPY. So we'll see what happens in this little pocket here on triple Q between 300, 305. That's going to be a very big level for the bulls. And what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to know as always. And now let's talk about some stocks. Let's break down some stocks I'm looking at, charts I'm liking, starting off with Activision Blizzard, which is completely rocket shipping today. Or rocket shipping, that's not even a saying, guys. It is rocketing today, guys. Activision Blizzard is up 4.8%, and you guys know there's been a lot of back and forth around Microsoft, Activision Blizzard, the regulators, the governments around the world saying they shouldn't let this deal through. It shouldn't go through. It's going to stifle competition. Well, today, and mind you, and back in February, let's do a little background here. Back in February, the CMA published provisional findings from its probe into the takeover, stating at the time that the transaction may result in higher prices, fewer choices, and less innovation. In other words, stifling competition, right? Among its concerns, the regulator flagged that the deal would cause a substantial lessening of competition in the console gaming market. And since then, guys, well, they kind of changed their mind. Since then, they've changed their mind. The regulator has received, quote, a significant amount of feedback from various industry participants on the deal. And who knows? Maybe they got a little kickback, guys. Hey, maybe Microsoft gave them a couple $1 billion, or maybe a couple $100 million, right? I'm just kidding. Who knows what ended up happening? But with this new evidence, the CMA now says it no longer believes the transaction will hamper competition in console games. So, of course, that is a huge relief in Activision Blizzard, whose stock was kind of trading between 70 to 75 bucks over the past couple of months. It's been trading within that range for months at this point, and now we're getting signs that the deal is probably going to go through, which obviously is great for Activision because they got bought out by Microsoft. I think the deal had them buying, Microsoft bought them for 90 bucks a share in stock or something like that, or maybe even a little bit more, 93 bucks. I forget exactly what it was. So yeah, Activision now is completely breaking out, and you know, it was only a matter of time in my opinion. We had this chart drawn out. You guys see it right here where we had resistance at about 80 bucks. We were making higher lows into that resistance, and we broke out. In other words, the ascending triangle we had drawn out here ended up playing out, which is a very good sign for the bulls. Now, am I chasing Activision Blizzard here? Not necessarily, but if it does start to pull back a little bit, which, guys, it does look like it's doing that. We hit 86 in the pre-market, and we actually hit 85, almost 86 intraday. If it starts to come down a little bit more, let's say to the 80, 82 range, that could be a nice dip buy, at least in my personal opinion. So Activision looking really good right now, as we are most likely going to see that deal. Who knows when it's going to officially go through, but that is what we're seeing right now. And look at triple BY, guys, Bed Bath & Beyond, which I'll probably make a video on this later on today. This is up 11.8% right now, starting to make a pretty decent move. Look at that. It's starting to run here, guys. Now up 12%, now up almost 13%. It's starting to move. I'll make a video on that later, so make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell, and be in tune for that. So that's moving up big time. Beyond Meat is also moving today, which is the second most green stock on the watch list behind Bed Bath & Beyond. And this is not really looking that great technically. I mean, we still have an overarching head and shoulders. You guys see that right here. But it is trying to test the moving averages right now. Maybe it starts to break out. My alert's at 19 bucks. We'll see what it does at that point. That's a big level of resistance. And let's see what else is moving here, guys. Before I do wrap up the video, we have a couple down movers today. Airbnb selling off on the day. Let's see what that's doing. ABNB's the ticker. It looks like this put in a lower high here. We're starting to dump back under the moving averages. Not the best sign for the bulls. And we also have a clear head and shoulders here, guys. Ooh, that's not looking that great. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Now we're starting to dump off here. So keep your eyes on that on Airbnb. Chewy looks like it's also taking a beating right now, which it has been over the past couple of weeks. Man, this thing is down a lot, from 53 bucks now to 33 bucks in the span of the last not even 2 months. We're talking a 37% drop. That is no joke here on Chewy, getting completely pummeled as of right now. So those are a couple stocks that I'm looking at here, guys. And let me see, are there any down movers, other down movers? Oh, wow, Disney. Okay. Disney right now is down to $93, and I've been eyeing up buying more Disney, maybe even adding it to the Patreon portfolio, which if you guys didn't know, I have a Patreon portfolio, which everybody in my Patreon could track and see me build that. So if you want to be a part of the Patreon, check that link out down below. You don't only get access to my Patreon portfolio, but you also get access to my charts throughout the day, thoughts throughout the day, and you get one-on-one access with me via the messaging system on Patreon. And you could also join the Discord chat if you guys want to. So check the Patreon out. Shameless plug, link down below. Disney is one that I'm very close to adding more to, or adding in that account, and maybe even in my other accounts where I actually already own Disney. As I've mentioned, Disney is a position I've held for years, and now it's down a ton from $122 back in the beginning of this month to now $93. It is down 25% over the past almost 2 months at this point, which is a very, very big drop for Disney. Essentially, it's in another bear market, and it was already in a bear market even when it ran up. I believe it was, right? Even when it ran up to 120. What's the all-time high on Disney? Like $200? Yeah, $200. Yeah, it was already well in a bear market even when it ran to 120. Now we're in another bear market as we're down to $93. So this looks like it could be a nice entry point, especially under 90, at least for me, guys. This is all for me. Please, guys, do your own research as always on all these stocks, and don't buy anything based on my opinion on these videos, because that's all it is, my opinion, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 17 stocks from Moomoo. Link down below. That runs down in a couple days, guys. Use that link, open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock, deposit at least $100. You get 4 more free shares plus 2 shares of either ticker symbol AI or BBAI. So right off the bat, if you deposit at least $100, you're getting 7 stocks. And listen to this, if you deposit at least $1,000 onto the platform, you get another 10 stocks, totaling 17 free stocks. So if you want to help out the channel, you want to get some free stocks, use that link down below. Check out the Patreon as well. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.